Hey, soul survivors, we're going to talk about communal narcissism, also is a cult. Communal narcissism. So, what this is a form of narcissistic personality disorder in which an individual has this inflated sense of self-importance when it comes to somebody who is a communal narcissist, and they just need admiration, but they express it in a way that is focused on the group or community they belong to rather than solely on themselves. So they get their supply in a different way. In communal narcissism, this individual sees themselves as either the savior or the hero. A lot of times I think that they're doing good. So they're the hero of the community in their eyes. They feel entitled to the admiration and attention for their perceived sacrifices and contributions. They may use their involvement in the community as a way to enhance their own self-esteem rather than genuinely caring about the well-being of the community. They just see an opportunity for their supply and they take it. This type of narcissism can be particularly harmful because it can lead to individuals to prioritize their own needs and desires above those in the community. And this will ultimately cause a division and conflicts. It just as that snowball starts growing. It can also make it difficult for people to empathize with others and work towards a collective goal in a cooperative manner. It just changes the dynamics. So it is worth noting that communal narcissism is not an official psychiatric diagnosis. It's still relatively new in the area of study within psychology. But it's also an important concept that we need to be aware of, especially in understanding how narcissistic tendencies can manifest in a group or community setting. And why is it dangerous? So it can be dangerous for divisiveness. Individuals with communal narcissism are often more focused on their own image as that hero or savior of the group, and it's not actually working towards a common good goal. And this can lead to the divisiveness, lack of empathy. Narcissists are often unable to truly empathize with others, and they are so focused on their own needs and their own desires. And this lack of empathy can make it difficult for them to understand or even respond to the needs of the community. So even if people are bringing it up to them, they don't understand it. So their reactions aren't going to be the right way, or they're going to get angry. Manipulation. We all know that narcissists are often skilled at manipulating other people to get what they want. It could be anything from attention to admiration or even control. And in a communal setting, this can lead the narcissist using their position of power to manipulate, even exploit others for their own benefit. So, resistance to change. Narcissists often have a deep-seated belief that they are always right and they will always find the best way. This can make them resistant to any new ideas or fluctuations in the plan as situations arrive. And this can be problematic in the community where collaboration and compromise are necessary because there are so many people involved. So how do we spot this? And it can be challenging because these communal narcissists often use subtle and indirect methods to manipulate others. But there are some signs: excessive self-promotion. These communal narcissists will often promote themselves as that hero or savior. They may constantly talk about their accomplishments and contributions and may be overly concerned about their public image. So are they starting to focus on them and their accomplishments, trying to manipulate your mind into believing how good they are as opposed to showing their good works? Resistance to feedback. They just don't want criticism. They can become defensive, dismissive. So watch out for that. And they'll often blame others. And when things go wrong in the community, they'll blame others instead of taking responsibility for any of their own shortcomings or poor decisions. And this is something that's very interesting, is the polarizing language. And yet, and they use this to manipulate others and gain support for their own agenda. They can use terms like us versus them or create a false dichotomy, and they use this to manipulate others into taking their sides, kind of like making you feel a part of the team. And their lack of empathy. They just don't truly empathize with the other people in the community, even to the point of disregarding their needs. So Is there a difference between a cult and a communal narcissist? Sorry, guys, I'm a little sick. So, a cult. This is a group or organization that is often characterized by a charismatic leader who has an extreme level of control over their followers. They can get them to give all their finances over to the cult. A lot of times there's sexual things with underage children, or just things that go against people's normal standards of living, that they become so brainwashed. They typically in a cult require strict adherence to a set of beliefs and practices, and they put those in place to mold you and make you feel accountable. And often these manipulative tactics are used to control their members. Now, communal narcissism, on the other hand, that's just a personality disorder that's characterized by that inflated self-importance. And individuals with communal narcissism, it's to enhance their own self-esteem rather than taking care of the community. So there are some similarities between cults and communal narcissism, such as a focus group on identity, group identity and need for admiration. Cults, on the other hand, tend to be more extreme. Is there some psychopathy or sociopathy that's involved in that? And their level of control and manipulation over the others. It's almost like a complete manipulation, and even just a super crazy shift. You think of David Koresh and Jim Jones, and all these different ones, with people even sacrificing their lives or their lives being taken because the communal, or because of the cult leader. The cult leaders have complete disregard for life, even their own life. And it's similar but different. Cult leaders often use brainwashing techniques and other forms of psychological manipulation to maintain this power over the followers. And communal narcissists are more subtle in their methods of manipulation, such as promoting their own image, that polarizing language we were talking about. Cults, a lot of times you feel like there's no way out. They're both manipulative, and they can be quite dangerous. So there are some signs to look for. Protect yourself. Also listen to others. Sometimes others see a different perspective, and we have to take that into accountability when we're dealing with narcissists. Is sometimes when you're too close, you can't quite see the forest through the trees. So listen to what people say. If a lot of people keep saying it, maybe there's something to it. So I hope that was helpful. One-on-ones are available. Topic requests are always welcome, and I will see you in the next video. Enjoy the day.